Um, this is Margaret in Windsor, and I'm going to show me here. Um, this is me, if you can see me. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 1941 and brought to Moulton, Alabama. Given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey, I married to Childers. Carl Preston Dempsey was the twin. Both twins in reality were dead. They were killed by their mother, Lina. Now, I'm going to show you their birth certificates in a minute, but I want to continue the tape I just did on Oscar Pistorius and his brother Carl. I have written about mind control murders and being done in patterns that you couldn't, how would you, it's invisible weapon. So how could you prove it? But these over the years have been deliberately done, and I've continued to tell about them, and I found out about my kidnapping in 83 after I was flown out to Larry Flint's Hustler magazine during a political campaign to replace Larry McDonald, U.S. Congressman, and they're just now mentioning him in conjunction with the KAL being shot down and veering out of airspace, which into Russian airspace, which I've always said was somebody was programmed, either the controller or the pilot of the KAL. And Larry McDonald went down in there, and I became a candidate. Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and he mentions here in 78 while I was doing the book, he was shot March the 6th, 78. I was in Marietta doing the book, and he was shot in Lawrenceville. He even mentions here Larry McDonald, Thomas Murphy, etc. Really, it's the agency also that's doing mind control murders and etc. Now, I'm going to just span over some here, and I want to get back to Oscar Pistorius, the Blade Runner. Very beautiful man, which breaks my heart in two to see what he's going through, because mind control, it could have been the opposite. It could have been his girl friend, a beautiful lady, too. They were a nice couple that had shot him and should be on trial. I want to show you some of the mind control murders just of recent years. I had antifreeze put in me April 1st of 80, and of course the book, everything, I got slammed dunked across the state line. I should have died. I worked for the District Attorney Simpson, Madison County, Huntsville, Alabama, and I lived at Warren House. Now then, I didn't know about my real name in kidnapping till 83. This is April. And Warren House is like cryptic for the Warren Commission that covered up the Kennedy assassination, because Joe Kennedy, the father, was ambassador appointed by Roosevelt to England 36 till they kicked him out in 46. He helped in my kidnapping with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the New World Order, of which my Uncle George became a part and helped kidnap me and take down his own brother. He's a traitor. He should be tried, and they put a 99-year seal on all that, and I'm Victoria II, the legal heir to the British Crown. They should unseal it. Someone should call and make them unseal it if it hasn't been destroyed. Why isn't Elizabeth fessing up? She's too busy spending my money and bypassing Charles and promoting William and Kate, which the whole family's thugs. They should be prosecuted for the traitors and murderers they are. And by the way, they named the baby George after the great-great-grandfather, Elizabeth's father, that helped kidnap me and take down the British and his own brother and his niece, me. Now, I'm just going to scan over some of these. I showed you Larry Flint. The person was programmed to shoot him and kill the attorney. This was back in 2009. This is a state trooper. I believe his name was Tom Childs, and it's a takeoff on Childers, the name. And the mother, I believe the mother's name was Laura, which is my husband John's sister's name, Laura May, which gets involved in all this. It's a time and place and database and synchronicity. But anyway, his daughter Heidi was a student at Virginia Tech, and so was her friend David Metzler. They were shot out in the forest then. I believe, yeah, well, I know it was last of August of 2009. This is German, and I had met him during the campaign or been sent out to meet him at Lovell High School, Lovell Private School. This is Jens Zorn, who at the time his father was German diplomat. Later in Charlottesville, they were going to school with Elizabeth Haysom, and they were friends, and they were prosecuted in '07, I believe, for the murder of her parents. And all these people knew the truth. The judge, Updike, who was prosecuting attorney,